they shape up in here, those, I think this will be a good benchmark for them.
Yeah, so at least we've got a good thing in mind. We can see that Eidos have spent the money on the pistol round, so that's a good start. 4 sets of armor, a smoke by JStefo, and he dropped a CZ to Giraffe. So Giraffe's probably one of the best CT side pistol players we've seen so far. And actually, it's going to be a fast pop push, and that's a good start. So we have a new player in called Keen. Not to be confused with the band or the footballers, Roy Keane, Robbie Keane, and such, but Keane.
Oh yeah, Commander Keane, Ben.
Yeah, he's keen for a frag or 2. This time it was 2.
Oh, that's nice. So, it's worked out.
Nice clean pistol, though. Nice clean pistol. All headshots very clean. 4 MP9s. Ooh.
So, we do actually have Zeph sitting out this week, then?
Yeah.
And Keane coming in as a substitute. Curious. Obviously, we'll see how it went. I think Zeph did pretty well last time we saw Eidos, right? He was one of the top fraggers? Yeah.
Because it was Giraffe and then probably him, in all fairness.
Well, obviously, Giraffe was standing very tall on the server, Ben.
Oh, yes, he was. How tall is he, though? Like, what's the average giraffe height as a comparison?
The average giraffe height?
Yeah.
I don't know, Ben.
I'm not too sure either. I think we'll get somebody to look
normally,
at that on
normally for the northern giraffe, it's normally around 4.6 to 6.1 meters. Yeah. Centimeters, of course. They're quite. It's like in The Hobbit when they did it with the camera tricks. It's all just false perspective. Oh, yeah. Giraffes are actually tiny. One of the smallest mammals that live. Into this pistol round, though, Ents and Deos not going to be living anymore. Joshua looking to try and get a little bit more done, but Lauti responds with the Deagle. Oh, it's all about the deco this round, Benjamin.
Yeah, Artist already actually had contact as well, so the bomb will go down. It's a 4v2. Giraffe, 3v2, sorry. Giraffe still needs to actually make this work. We're really trying to remedy the radar issue, but this is an incredible jump. As if he actually doesn't get the kill either. That's so unlucky. Oh. In the 1v3 though. Shouldn't have any business winning this. Being on 6 HP.
Yeah, no, the likelihood of this happening is slim to none. He does have the kit, but obviously as soon as he taps, it should be a forced face coming through from the T's. That will spook him off, and that's the first round going the way of VAC. Going to tie the scoreline up 1 apiece now. It's a good deagle work, at least. They were able to skim over and buff out that opening round. At least things didn't balloon out of control early.
Fortunately for them, though, if it had ballooned a bit out of control, Giraffe could have prodded it down if needed, couldn't he?
He probably could have, with that long snack.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Eidos, they played quite aggressive, but couldn't. They got the close range contact with the MP9s, but unfortunately, the Deagle close range is also very deadly, where you just get body shots and that's enough. If needed, of course. Most of them were headshots. Ooh, they are getting a lot of damage through. No kills, though. So it'll be interesting to see why this change came through in this substitution. That is a misplay by Deos there. So Giraffe, carrying on the performances he has had so far this season, been one of the top dogs for Eidos, or top Giraffes, I guess.
Yeah.
He's got a naughty off angle here.
Oh, he does indeed. Oh, the backstab from Pop, not going to work out though. Giraffe was ready. Luckily keeps Joshua alive. This is much better from Eidos until Giraffe swings on Ivy, Ben.
Yeah, unsure on that play. It seemed a bit random.
It was a bold one, SEO. Didn't pay off.
Yeah. Artist's got a good move, though. He's already going behind Pop as well. They've got another kill, 4v2. Should be in their control here. Although... Actually, that should be the round. 2 HP ML Shine shouldn't have a chance here.
No, not really. A singular tap is all it requires. They could basically sneeze near him, although that is illegal currently. Artist going to take him down with the MP9, a little bit more sanitary, and they will win that one 2-1. A bit risky. There was moments where it was quite shaky, but luckily enough, Eidos do come through and pull it out. Ideally, they want to do as well as they can here on their CT side as well, because VAC have always historically been quite good CT side train. They bust the AWPs out. They're very effective. All right, that's a bit of a tidbit. Capers has gone for a creep by Ben. I didn't know if we'd actually see any at all today after the changes. The accuracy has basically been nerfed into the ground.
Because they reduced the rate of fire, right, as well.
It's essentially it's more in line with the AK now, from what I had looked into. Slower rate of fire. The actual spread is easier to control, but the accuracy is way worse compared to how it used to be. So it's the scoping fire that isn't as effective.
Right. So yeah, that was a bit of an interesting one. Yeah, because I originally thought you were commenting on the fact that Giraffe had been stabbed by his teammate running out of spawn.
Oh, I mean, it's quite hard to miss him with a knife, obviously.
Yeah, it was just very surprising. So the SG being bought didn't actually get a chance, really, did it?
No.
Got tagged by a nade in the scout shot. So a good trade by Joshua on that kill there. They just need to maintain, really. They can't just trade out here, but it wouldn't be ideal. That's not a good start to it either.
And walking up with the Deagle, we'll be able to find a lovely little opener onto Keen. His head has been popped, and it all falls into Emil Shine once again. A 1v2, 1v1 even, as he finds that frag onto J Steffo. Does start to fall back. He can recover the bomb if he wants to, but time is going to be of the Evanescence, Ben. He needs to wake up into this one.
He does. Wake up inside and hopefully actually complete this clutch. He's already a chance last round. Couldn't quite get that one done. Let's see, though. Again, very low HP, so it will just take a little tickle to actually take him down. Giraffe actually got an M4 IRNS here as well, so that's, again, that's been changed as well, right? This is now $200 cheaper, so I expect to see a lot more of those. Especially on a map like Train, I always liked using the M4 IRNS as a B-site player. So I imagine a lot of those players will be using that. And we'll shine, they're taking the initiative. The plan is for backtracks. So Giraffe should be concerned about that potential. Although he's going for the full stick.
Ooh, he's just holding it. Shine needs to peek. He will. And he'll shine bright like a diamond into that one, Ben. Clutches out the round and ties up the scoreline once again. So this game has been very back and forth into the first 4 rounds.
Yeah, it seems like both teams play the first 20 seconds of the round when they've previously won the previous one. They play the first 20 seconds okay, and then it falls apart.
Yeah.
That seems to be the common occurrence here. So again, worth knowing, Eidos won the pistol, they got eco'd, then VAC got eco'd themselves, then, as we've just seen, VAC got the eco back again. This is a much better decision though. This is all aggression, all outside, but it's still even in the trades. Or at least it was until Louty got that second or third kill rather for the team.
Ooh, so potentially VAC actually going to be able to string some rounds together now then. And will Shine will kill Artist. That's not going to be too fantastic for this potential for Eidos. That was a lovely dink though. As Emil Shine was brought down to 2 HP. He has been on 2 HP every round, Ben. Consistently getting dinked, but never really dying.
Yeah, he seems to be consistently in the battle, or in the wars, as they'd like to say.
Oh, he's definitely been at the forefront of it. 11 frags, yeah. I mean, that's a pretty impressive way to start the game, only 6 rounds in.
Yeah, so I imagine this is going to be a nade stack main, so Capers, he should fall. Right, if these nades go in, not all of them went in then. You can see like 2 of them hit the wall and actually came back at the blue train. Only 3 of them got thrown to start with as well. If they throw in all 5, it's a guaranteed kill. Instead, they are playing the lines. They're actually trading out again. It's like the trades on outside here seems to be at least 3 for 2 every time for the T side. It's kind of scary, really.
It is a little bit worrying. The fact they're being able to get these rounds so close when their actual economic investment really isn't that high. And now it falls onto one single man with a paintbrush in his hands, slowly making his move out towards bomb train. Back. They don't actually have the bomb, Ben. They do need to fall back into main to be able to pick that up, and they're a little bit paranoid. Emil Shine's clearing every angle possible, just in case Artist had already gotten into the rear. Instead, he's going for the full frontal assault, and he will be assaulted. Louty takes him down with a nice little tap between the eyes.
Yeah, nice easy tap found by Louty there. So let's see, this is our first proper buy round now then, because we haven't seen one yet. Round 7. So an AUG is purchased, double AWP as well. Keen for an AWP, this guy, as well.
Very keen.
Let's see how that one goes. So it feels like he's playing Z fully, and then we've got Giraffe solo B. So arguably, from what we've seen so far from this Eidos roster, the best player is solo B, and then Orbs are being allowed to move around the map on the other side. He is going to be tested though. This looks like a B side default. Potentially a burst with a single flash based on the actions here.
Oh, all right. I mean, he flicked off just at the wrong time, but luckily he was given a grace period to readjust his crosshair and find the opening kill with that M4. Puts a bit of pressure onto VAC. It seems like they're still debating whether or not they want to commit to this. They will be putting the smokes down to try and slowly work their way out. Giraffe trying to get a second, but Keen has done the work for him. And there's now only 3 Ts left alive. They are on the site, but they can't really get themselves into good positions yet. They've had to wait until the Molotov would allow them to cross, and now Capers gets the bomb down, Ben.
Okay, so a 4v3 on the afterplant.
Ooh.
No kit on the Eidos guys, and that's a lucky kill to actually find. Brent shooting back gave away his position there. So 2v4. Emilshine's still alive. He's done all the killing so far for VAC. Still very winnable.
Capers, he was in a prime time angle to be able to get 1 frag before he fell. Unfortunately for him, he goes down. Emilshine had to try and do the damage all on his lonesome, and he couldn't. There was no chance for him to pull it out, so it will go 4-3 with Eidos picking up that retake on the B side.
Yeah, very fortunate that they were able to get onto that side, really. If Capers gets that first kill, I imagine we see Emilshine swing, he gets to go on the other players close, and that probably does go in the favor of VAC, but I just get on the board. They keep both AWPs as well. So this round here is actually the money breaker for either side. 4 AKs on the VAC side. Capers taking the hit and going for a deagle himself so he can get utility. He is actually going to be flashing them out ladder as well. Emilshine loses the fight. The flash doesn't even get him.
Ooh. All right. This has been a steamroll from Eidos. A flawless round. 2 frags for Joshua. A killer piece for everyone else apart from Giraffe, and VAC were just washed over like a tidal wave, Ben.
Yeah, completely taken adrift there.
Under the sea, where it is better, where it is wetter.
You tell me.
Under the sea.
So Lauti has an R8 for this one.
Oh, go on then. We saw it last time on train, didn't we?
Yeah. Although it was Russ and everybody on Vex last time doing it against Eidos.
Oh, look, he's revving it up. He's revving it up.
Ooh. That's 1 shot fired. J7 should just smoke it and not bother with that. At this point, it's like, yeah, nah.
Be arsed having your lips removed by an R8. Nearly, though.
He has them running across it. Such a scary weapon. Like, you can even hear the coiling of it. Like, that's the really awkward part of the CT if they have one.
Do you mean the hissing, then, of the rattlesnake R8?
I'm not sure if I call that one a hiss. I think the Glock burst fire to semi-automatic is much more of a rattlesnake.
Yeah, that is true. That is the rattlesnake classic. Well, Deos. Deos gone.
Yeah, Deos taken down. So one of the main things we saw last week for VAC, right, was that we know Emilshine will show up. Deos will as well, typically. Normally behind Emilshine just a bit. And then it's a case of kind of third player back them up. So thus far on this map, Deos hasn't shown up, and then we've also got nobody else backing Emilshine up either. They are on the T side of train, so it's not a bad thing. They've got 4 rounds on the board anyway. Keen should have seen Deos jump out then, right? Oh, he definitely didn't. Oh no.
Ooh. That is rough. 2 big opening frags. Luckily, there is a bit of a resurgence for the side of Eidos until we see the backstab from Emilshine. Now, J-Stefo is pushed into a punishing position. Has to watch 2 angles at once, decides to swing towards Ivy and beheads Emilshine, leaving it on end. Kalashnikov in hand, bomb scavenged. He starts to make his move back round towards the B bomb site. Luckily enough, this is the right call to make. Will he go for the bold and brash play of just bombarding in, though, Ben? Yes, he is actually just going to push the site, meaning they're just going to play for the 2-man retake for the post-plant.
Yeah, so the plant getting achieved actually helps VAC a lot here. But especially more because they're going to give him about 10 seconds to reposition. Because Giraffe should wait for J7 to get closer just so a trade can happen. But in this time, Ents could have gone through the CT corridor. Instead, he's going close.
Ooh, Ents. He's gotten behind them, Ben.
He needs to get on the other train, though, doesn't he?
Oh, the bomb really isn't planted from here, so he has to strike on the first man, takes the opportunity, gets to where the bomb is planted. The spam does 50 damage across onto Giraffe. Knows where it is. He's trying to line it up, but he's spamming too wildly. Luckily, The spray will connect, and he will take down Giraffe after a bit of a victory shake. And they tied the scoreline again, 5-5. This game is constantly being tied.
Yes, as I mentioned, there was that gap of time, wasn't there, between the plant and then them getting to Z, I guess, the B side of Z. Ents was allowed to reposition. The plant being the same as what Embleshine did in that 1v2 not long ago kind of made it so they kept on tracking towards the bomb site, right? I do say that Deos was very fortunate to get 2 kills. I feel like Keen should have seen him jump out. So the fact he got 2 this time doesn't get any is quite a big difference. Ooh. So they know the player's out Olaf. He'll smoke and he can do basically anything with that if he wants to. Ooh.
That's beautiful from big man Bragnall. Rips the head off of Jay Stepo to open up the round. Molotov going up towards Heaven as well to force the CT out of position, but it benefits Keen. He's able to get the AWP shot off, and now it's just down to 2 Ts left. They're going to need to be troublesome. This duo trying to clutch out the round are falling like flies, and it comes down to ML Shine. He's not going to be too happy about that one. Peeks into the crosshair of Joshua and gets torn down by the AUG. Interesting enough as well, Ben, they've actually modified how the AUG works, where its unscoped recoil is now much tighter, but its scoped pattern is more and more spread. So it's actually worse when scoped, but better when unscoped now.
So basically they've made SG and AUG similar then, right?
Yes.
To some degree.
So,
which I guess makes sense. So they've heard that scoped rifles shouldn't be a thing. Yeah,
I think they've tried to nerf the effectiveness of scoped weapons, not your AWP.
Because that was the issue, right?
Yeah.
That is the fact that people used on CT like an AWP, or they would challenge an AWP with an SG. And the same thing happened with AUGs, obviously, over a year ago at this point, right?
The one thing we haven't spoke about, and no one's given us an opportunity to yet, is the jumping digs. As you can see, 3 players with the digs into this round. Let's see if we'll get one.
None of them are jumping.
No, they're staying on the ground. It's ridiculous. Actually,
I wouldn't expect much from it, in all fairness. It seems so niche, you know?
Yeah.
I can understand, like, if you're going contact towards someone, you're just like, okay, I'll jump across, but you could just jump across and shoot. Is my only thought there, right?
I suppose it's more like if you're repositioning and you're going to get spammed at anyway, you might as well just jump and shoot the deagle.
Yeah, like it was very like, obviously it's an issue because I don't think you should be able to do that with anyone.
No, yeah.
But yeah, it's a bit of an interesting one, I guess.
Imagine if you cleared pop with it and just dropped straight down, deagle in midair.
But is that a difference though, with the jump? Because I seem to remember on the video I saw, at least, it was on just after the apex of the jump. It was on the way down.
So it's the falling accuracy. It's the falling accuracy that has been increased.
Yeah, because so do you not, like, when does that become accurate and when do you lose it? Because if you're ever falling, you're ever accurate.
just accurate the entire time.
Just keep like going to heaven on train, just jumping out.
That would be the play.
You keep losing 12 health each time, but it's worth it when you get the 1.
Oh, well worth it.
So, a deco from VAC, although there is a hero AK on the board. Joshua has actually come online as well, it's worth noting. He has, I think it was 18 kills thus far. So Embleshine has calmed down a bit, but on the other side, Keen and Joshua, I believe, both getting on the board. Nice clean round there as well from the CTs. So they should be closing out this half 10-5 in my eyes. Because they've got the money on the board, they've got the double AWP still out. And we haven't seen much from VAC still. Right, so let's see then. Louty's got an SG again. So just the second thus far. And he didn't get a chance to use it because Joshua has just gunned him down. 3v3 already.
That is clean. Some beautiful opening shots into the round. Deos, if he could spot him out, it would be a huge frag. They're trying to force him to a better position. No. Unfortunately, though, Giraffe has come storming down through Pop Dog. He only gets 1 before he's flicked back around. But it is still the round win for Eidos. 2 kills for Artist and a 9th round secured. Meaning we go into the final round of the half, 9-5. It's going to be a bit worrying. If they get a nice 10 rounds here, it definitely would have been a flamboyant CT-side start for the ex-Chrome GG boys.
Yeah, considering that first 7-round situation we had, it's a very good recovery. So Emilshine takes a nade straight away. Second nade actually still hits him as well. He just doesn't get a chance, really. Trade is there. Let's see how this one goes. So they know there's one towards Pop Dog. J Steffo finds out there's more outside, but there is backup in the form of Joshua. So 4v3. Joshua, I said he was playing quite well. 121 ADR, 21 and 7 now. And they have actually just... Oh, I thought they were going to take team in control, but they've done it quite delayed. The Molotov was in there, then a flash, but they didn't take it all the way. So let's see. Giraffe should have this site covered. Like, they can get the plant down. Oh, he's so concerned about playing it through alley.
Ooh, Giraffe.
Oh, neither of them saw.
The timings worked out very well for him. He needs to get his gun back out there, Ben. Running him with a knife out's not going to work out well, especially when Deos swings on you like that. 2 versus 3, but all 3 of the CTs are retaking from Connector. They do have a kit, but time is ticking away rather rapidly. Deos' angle could be so cheeky as well. He's able to take down the first, swings for the second. Luckily runs out of ammo at just the right time. He would have been on for the ace, but he's been beheaded. Keen makes his move over towards the bomb, jumps on it, and barely has it.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 seconds left there. So unfortunately, Keen actually tried to jump from the yellow train onto the oil, but he landed on the curved bit, right? So you just slipped straight off. I think they also expected him to land on top, so that's why he stayed on the outer side of it, right? If he'd landed fully on the train, I think Deos probably survives for a second long and gets his AK out fully. But 10-5, not too bad by the Eidos guys, right? It was, what, 4-3 or was it 4-2 in favour of VAC at one point? So a decent recovery.
Yeah, fairly close.
The question is, what do they actually do on the pistol this time? Was the 4 players not buying anything an original plan? One thing to note, though, they have not played as aggressive as we saw them against Reason and Vexed.
No, that is true.
They didn't play that aggressive.
A lot more reserved.
I will say that VAC played aggressive and have made it so they didn't have to.
Yeah, they have been basically just swinging on everything, which, you know, who knows if that could have been the downfall.
Joshua has not bought. Oh, he's run back. He's bought.
We saw that happen last time where literally no one bought. So luckily they've actually remedied that.
Somebody said. Yeah. Okay, so Keen's already throwing a smoke towards outside as well as a Molotov, and he's selling the fake, but there's 2 players on B.
Capers with the opener, Emilshine coming through as well. These USPs are doing an awful lot of damage to start the round. Joshua would need to be the catalyst as he stabbed from the back. Luckily enough, though, J Steffo did the damage. Bomb goes down. Joshua is prepared for a flank. And Ents is pushing it. They've got the mass rotate from Keen, who has caused a wild goose chase. He arrives with a Glock burst, trying to catch him with the height of it, but he can't quite connect. They're on the bomb. Eventually wins that awkward fight. He's trying to grab the USB. Oh, what is going on?
Oh, it was a 10-second defuse. Oh no. I thought he was just going to die anyway at the end.
Goodness, that is not the way to take that.
Stressful to watch that one.
Yeah. It did hurt. It did hurt.
Okay, so 2 Galils, 2 Mac 10s, and a Scout. So this is looking like a nice eco on Valorant. Right here. Of course, they don't exist. Ooh. So Keen's actually been getting so many nice kills, actually, in the Z to T main, and obviously the other way around battle, right? That seems to have actually gone quite well for him thus far. He's been an underrated part, I guess, of the defense on that CT side as well. It's 10-6. 3 players posted up towards B. Capers, you mentioned it briefly, didn't you? How we see him rotating backtracks quite a lot.
He loves a good old backstab. Yeah. It's kind of difficult to flash in the location that he stood, though, is the other curious thing.
Is this actually a strat to go all the way to Z to A? It is.
Ooh.
Ents sees all of them, but doesn't get a single. Or he only gets one. Louty gets one as well. So they must change their ideas now, surely.
The problem is, though, Ben, they're going to walk out onto site still. They didn't fully rotate behind in clear front bomb trains. The Capers was never seen. Now Giraffe has to wildly swing.
Oh my gosh.
Does luckily get the easy emo down off with a Mac 10, but they've given Deos the bomb. He spots back towards Connector, gets the kill, but he's fumbling with his knife. And Giraffe gets a 4K to win them the round.
That's such a weird... Like, I guess this is one of those where they don't know that Capers plays B, right? Because they killed Ents and they killed Louty, who came out Z. We know very well Capers is the solo Bianca, like, every time.
Yeah.
So it felt like originally they were going to go to Z, but apparently the plan was to jump through the smoke after contact. But didn't quite go the way, but the aggression is back. Look at this. 2 nades to back green, flashes all the way out. Giraffe's all the way back towards Melvin as well. It's a free kill for him on the side. And this is a complete onslaught.
They are just tearing them to shreds here. Eidos doing damn work. Emerald Shine hoping to get something with the Deagle. Eventually, luckily gets the pop shot off to take down King. But is it a little bit too late? No, it's just the beginning. There needs to be a swing from Deos, but he couldn't do it, Ben. Emerald Shine's going to have to get the 4K clutch. He is shooting their feet off and making it very cheap for them to buy sneakers from this point forward. And Artis and Joshua left on 45 and 12 HP, respectively. Emerald Shine reloads the Deagle. Doesn't have a flashbang, but he does have a decoy to hopefully do the same job. Create some kind of a distraction to allow him to walk out towards back bomb. They've got a flash on Artis, but he's given himself a Kalashnikov, and he wants to cut through them like a hot knife through butter, but he's got to save. There's no opportunity for him to win the round. Backs off to save towards A2, and it seems like they will give him the gun.
So the scary part about this, in my mind, is VAC should be very tempted to buy. He'll at the very least give a Deagle across to someone else, right? Deos gets that. He actually buys another Deagle's drop across as well. So his money's balanced out because of that. Capers, I was going to say he's going to buy a taser. He has. There we go. So they're not going to buy into it, but the 2 players got dropped Deagles get armor, which I feel like that's unneeded. Yeah, the Deagle without armor is actually pretty damn effective. But see, I guess this is a case of follow Emerald Shine if he's actually getting into the thick of it. But instead it'll be the Deagles that try to do so.
Walking their way out again towards the A site, just going for a classic pincer play. Joshua runs in with a Mac 10. Easy shutdown for the Biggie Smalls pop. And that is them taking the round 13-6. Eidos, right now, Ben, they're on the money to win this opening best of 1 quite commandingly if things carry on in this fashion.
It does appear to be quite one-sided, doesn't it? 13-6. 3 M4A1Ss out, 2 AWPs. So 2 glass cannon AWPs, 3 M4A1Ss, a single smoke, and no kit. This is probably the definition of all in, really, in terms of the CT buy. Like, you're fully committing to the actual gunfights here. Oh, he does spot him, but he actually dropped off just after. Oh, they want to do the boost because he saw him, but Capers has already lost the AWP at B. The lack of armor makes him a very easy target. Smoke towards Z as well. That B bomb site's gone. They have to rotate. So the team main players actually did exit enough, but they're actually still re-peeking. They need to get that bomb to B. Artist can't hold this for much longer without that rotate already being there. I'm not sure why this was such a slowed down round after they got the bomb site. Or at least, after Artist dies on B, you should know the rotate will be going the opposite way now. It's been long enough now that it's 4v4. Louty's got B control. You're still going to run into 3 players on A.
Well, Giraffe goes out first. The Molotov over towards Connector. It's the correct play, but he swung too wide, and now they're being put to an early bed, Ben. It's only Keen and JStefo that remain. Keen not ready for the close angle, instead looking for someone 8 feet tall. Won't get the frag. JStefo tries to do the backstab, but he's only got enough steam left in him for a single headshot onto ML Shine.
A very confusing round, I think, is the safe way of thinking about that one. You know, they kill Capers towards B, yet they don't just take the initiative on that, right? It was a kill on the lower ramp as well. Prime time to just run and get the bomb site. And they did have it. It's very confusing.
Ooh, ML Shine with the opening pick, playing a little bit more aggressive with the AWP now, trying to not show as much respect to Eidos as before. They were taking the mickey with it, Ben. They were playing very aggressive onto their T side. The bold swings were working out. Ents needs to do a little bit of that, though, and unfortunately he's not given a chance. Artist? Goodness. I'm in Louvre with that one, Ben. That was his Mona Lisa play.
And there we go. You've been waiting a while to say that one.
I have. I've been holding on to that one. I didn't think he was... I didn't know if he'd do something better, so I thought might as well get it in today.
Yeah, there we go.
And he is.
You could say there was some good wrist movements with that work of art that he's just produced right there.
Oh, goodness, yeah.
So, looks like he'll be going 14-7, unless Capers brings a backtrack retake on train. We've seen a few attempts at this. He's going to go for it, though. 3v1. 15 seconds probably left on that bomb at this point. Nice kill to start it, but unfortunately does not check his right fully. So 14-7. Eidos looking very good thus far. Joshua with nearly 30 kills already. 28 and 11 right now. Giraffe right behind him as well, and Keen, the unknown man, I suppose, when it comes to looking at this lineup. Doing very well as well. And VAC have actually fully bought into this as well. So we've got an AUG,
Mag 7.
Mag 7.
The Zeo Classic there, I believe.
It's perfectly fine on that B site though, I suppose. You know, there's very limited areas you can use that on this map. Pop dog and then B, I think, unless you play Ali close, but that's such a risky attempt. ML Shine does get tagged by that AWP as well.
So Deos actually went for the spot towards B. This has triggered Capers to now push up quite deeply. He's going to be walking into Artist, however, and ML Shine's already dropped. The timing, Ben, towards Pop Dog. This could work out fabulously for Capers, actually, as I believe it was just cleared. If he goes down Pop Dog, he could backstab and still win the round for them. Artist is covering it, though. So it all depends on the timing. Who's got the better watch? Snods, Ben. Snods has the better watch.
Or is it Sunny Neil?
Oh, it could be Sunny Neil, to be fair. Capers, looks like his watch is pretty darn good. Goes for the peak, gets the first onto Artist. Deos has come clutch with the Deagle, and he's doing even more damage as he's blowing them all away with that 50 cal punishing fifth. Oh, JStefo.
7 attempts.
What is this? I mean, he's tagged him with it. He's at least traded it out to the AK now. JStefo's up on top of the train. Walking down, he's got 30 seconds. He can't recover the bomb, but Capers peeks into him, and Capers is on the floor, not breathing anymore.
It was just the fact you just see him run out of pop and still tries to shoot him with it.
Yeah.
I feel like you should just switch to the pistol at that point, right? You move a bit quicker. But 15-7, match point for Eidos. They look, potentially getting their first win of the season here as well. A very big one at that, though. We mentioned the pre-show how that 4th place is the place that we're expecting people to battle for. Ooh, that's a much louder B attempt. Artist, got himself a bit stuck there. Oh my god.
What? Deos! Goodness, a bit of a nabacular drop from him there. Yeah, they have just decided to fight, and they're doing a damn good job of it. They haven't lost a single man into this round. They might go flawlessly, but JStefo gets behind them, sees them all, and has the info to potentially win it, but the taps aren't landing, and it's another 4K from Deos. What is he on now? 19 frags.
Yeah, I mean, him and ML Shine, similar kills each, but when you've got 2 players who are yet to hit the double digits at 23 rounds in, it's going to be a bit of a tough battle.
Oh, yeah. All right. Give me that artist cam, Zarks. I want to see the Tech 9. I want to see him just running in, ripping
that
heads
got
off.
changed as well, didn't it?
It did. The Tech 9 is back, by the way. Remember Olaf Meister running out? It's literally that once again. I want to see him swing and kill them all. Instead, they've decided to push out Pop early. He's not been able to get out of main yet. And there is going to be a spam coming through from the... What? Emil Shine gets the headshot across and towards Joshua. Oh, look at the dink! Oh, my goodness, no! It's all crumbling then! I wanted to see a 5k with a Tech 9. Another clean round for VAC, though. Doing work right now.
Yeah, not quite the work we expected it to do. As you said, we expected a nice little ace, didn't we?
I mean, to be fair, yeah, you buy a Tech 9, I feel like you should kill everyone. That's the nature of the gun now. It's been buffed, yeah. I'm so glad it's back. I love the Tech 9. Tech 9's my favourite pistol, man. I've tried to bring it back many a time. No, just my favourite pistol.
Your favourite gun's the Bizon.
TMP.
To be fair, yeah. Although I definitely just despised anybody who used that against me on CSS.
Oh, so. Mate, it was the dream, though. TMP was big. This could be big, though. Look at Capers' angle. Playing quite confidently. Looking for a small man.
Ooh. I'd love to switch position with Emil Shine right now if I was him with the utility available. Emil Shine actually mollies and just faces.
I mean, alright. They are playing so aggressive, and it's working out incredibly well.
He tried to return the favour.
Yeah, Battle of the Pistols.
That's literally what Deos did last time. Oh. He could hear him. He's very loud on that train.
Yeah. Could hear the elephant feet. Do you know elephants are the only animal that can't jump?
No.
Fun fact for you, Ben.
Yeah, I prefer the giraffe kind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, considering we have one on the server.
Yeah, that is true. We do have a fun dinosaur fact for you.
Where does this 3 Fs in giraffe come from?
Giraffe was already taken.
That's usually the case, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's what Adam from Vex did. The 9130 is literally because he said Adam was taken, so he just threw numbers on the end. So, like... But you don't normally do it with letters unless it's like the E at the end. That's like a common one, isn't it? Yeah,
or you replace letters with like X's. That's another standard.
Like, you just get rid of the last letter. Just gets added loads. So if you did Jackie, you'd probably just add 2 Y's, or you do 4K Jackie normally, don't you?
Yeah, I despise the extra Y's.
Yeah, whereas obviously I had to do it for lots of O's because Essie was taken.
Essie, ooh, 4 little, 3 big.
3 little, 5 big.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, gotta do it.
Well, this could be a big letter, and it will be B. Thank you, Rachel. 2 consonants, please. Add a vowel. Ooh, there's an entry. Emil Shine gets the first, takes down Keen with the AK, and they have bombarded out towards the B site. VAC still towering above them, though, when it comes to players that were alive. Apparently, it took them having their backs up against the wall, having 1 round of breathing room to make them start playing confidently and aggressively, Ben. And now they are just doing damage. Nearly a 30 bomb for Emil Shine. Maybe they were trying to feed him some extra frags.
Maybe he wants to get, like, he's trying to match up to Russ's 1,412 MVPs, right?
Yes.
You know, Emil Shine's also got 960, so it's like, it's been quite a big battle the last few seasons.
We only need 1 more frag to come out of young Joshua as well to push himself into the nice 30. Look at the nades, they're still coming! Geez. The airstrike has landed, Ben. Goodness, Brimstone's ult doing a lot of damage there.
Quite a lot there, yeah. So Emil Shine does get another one on the board. Martin J. Steffo should be dead very soon. Yep, taken down. Chaos waiting ever so patiently. Clears that one up too. 15 to 12. You know, that... Yeah. It's one of those classic games, I think, really, isn't it? Where the ending is inevitable. It's just how many do VAC get on the board before it does get... You know, I just take it.
Or can they actually push this to overtime? That's obviously going to be the really big tidbit as well, because then obviously you walk away with this with less points. Ideally, you don't want to go to OT in this group format. It's the same as Pro League, so obviously 2 points for the win, 1 point for the loss in OT. So it's going to leave you in a bit of a bad position if no one else takes OT games throughout the season. Giraffe playing very fast and furious into this, and this actually could be them trying to shut down the game, Ben. The only resurgence from the CTs is MO Shine peeking out with the AWP and blowing Giraffe to bits. This Huntsman is not allowed to do these things. This is a no hunting zone bet.
It's a good nade. So 2v2 now because of that. Emil Shine still alive, Cape is still alive. So 2 of the top 3 players currently for VAC on the server. Artist has such a good position here though. Emil Shine shouldn't be able to get on the side.
Fired off the warning shot, but then the follow-up will kill him. Cape is he on for the clutch? Sees one, but there's still another alive. He's taking shots into the elbow as well. That's going to hit his funny bone, but this is no laughing matter as the round win will come through. Eidos have picked up the victory. You were right, Ben. It was just delaying the inevitable. It was only a matter of time until we saw the win for EidosGG.